Oh, it's time for diversity, equity, and inclusion, something we here in Exile deeply support. We just wish the White House press secretary supported it.
And in this White House, the press secretary bans any reporter who asks real questions. And that includes, and it especially includes, a man called Simon Ateba.
Who is Simon Ateba? He's one of the greatest journalists from Africa. He's the most hated man in the White House press room. So much so that Karine Jean Pierre is afraid to answer his questions.
Simon Ateba is the most famous and we would say finest reporter in all Africa. And that means that Karine Jean Pierre does not want to talk to him at all. She hasn't called on him in more than 4 months.
Simon Ateba is an African journalist. And this is how they treat diversity in the press room.
You can't keep discriminating against some people in the briefing room because you don't like them, you don't like them.
So you have a choice.
No,
you have a choice. You have a choice.
A number of people
Okay.
in the briefing room, and I'm saying that that's not right. This is not China. This is not Russia. This is the United States. This is the White House.
Massive burn. This is not China. This is not Russia. Boom! Exposed, you suckers.
Press corps is tired of dealing with this.
It isn't just about you, Simon.
I understand that you get questioned all the time and you don't understand what it is to sit here for 8 months and being discriminated against. I understand that you're in the front row and you feel comfortable.
Okay, look at this white guy up here, white-splaining to Simon Ateba. This is how they treat African journalists in Biden's White House press room. I wonder why.
And you get questions all the time. But there are people in the back who don't get any questions.
Don't make assumptions about what the rest of us do. Mind your manners when you're in here.
Look at this guy. Mind your manners if you're in here. This guy probably works for diversity, equity, and inclusion. This is what we're going to call Albino McSmith over here of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Mind your manners, African journalist.
If you have a problem, you bring it up afterwards, but you are impinging on everybody in here who's only trying to do their job.
Yeah, point that finger at them, hypocrites. And Simon Ateba, I've been following him on Twitter for a while. He's a great conservative thinker, a great writer, and a great journalist. And that's why they can't talk on him, because he has merit.
Okay, thank you. I'm saying that you shouldn't discriminate against some people because you don't agree with their question. You're offended by your question.
You made your point.
You made your point, as in shut up. That's what they say to African journalists.
All right. Guys.
Guys, what is this, 1923? Where's the suffragettes? Where's the feminists? She says, guys, let's look at the White House press room real quick. Do you see anything wrong with that? What are these? Do these look like guys to you? Hey, guys, that's offensive. You need to go to human resources. You need to go through sensitivity training for the way that Karine treats these people of birthing organs, people of potential birthing ability. In fact, you should have to go to a mine where they dig out uranium to make electric batteries to atone for your sin against Karl Marx. And this is the real reason why they're after him. Here's Simon Ateba's Twitter. At the White House for another press briefing with Press Secretary Karine, pray for me. See, this guy is not heavy. He's my brother. We will pray for you, Simon. I'm Doug in Exile.